Do you find it difficult to explain what you do as a coach or consultant? When you actually explain it to people, have no idea what you do, and you would love to know some ways how to explain it so people are interested and want to know more? Stay tuned in this video, because by the end of this video, I will give you some perfect pitch formulas that you can use. First of all, let me explain to you why it's actually important to have a persuasive pitch. People nowadays have the attention span of a fruit fly. So there's a very small window of opportunity that you have to explain what you do so people want to know more. That is the whole part of persuasion. That is showing people what you do so your ideal client is begging to know more. But if you're not going to be clear in what you do, people are definitely not going to be interested in what you have to offer. Now, before I'm going to delve into the perfect pitch formulas in a minute, I want you to remember this, because this is super crucial. Your pitch needs to be clear, concise, and simple. A lot of times in the past, I thought that by saying more, I would be convincing more. The opposite is actually true. The more words you need, the more elements you explain, the more you actually confuse the viewer or the listener. And the second thing that is super essential, you should choose intrigue over information. Your pitch shouldn't be complete. You should look at it as being a trailer of a movie, not the movie itself. It should be like a cliffhanger that people, after you say it, say, tell me more, I'm curious, or how do you do that? So it's the start of a conversation, not the complete conversation. So you wanted to know the perfect pitch formulas. I'm going to give you three. The first one, which is a classic, is I help target audience achieve desirable outcome without frustration by method. Example could be, I help male CEOs get their dream girlfriend without going on dating apps by my social influence system. Number two, a super simple one. I turn X into Y. I could say I turn time into money if I would be an investor, or I put people to sleep. See how it relates with what I said before, that is creating intrigue, because people will ask, how do you turn time into money? Or how do you do that exactly? Or I put people to sleep, and people could say, hey, are you a contract killer? And then I could say, no, I'm actually a sleep coach. I help people sleep better. This is also a big tip for sales. If you want to get sales, the best way to get sales is have people sell themselves. And that is best done by having an interaction, by having a two-way conversation. So that way they are more involved and they are more interested. And number three, I am like X for Y. So for instance, I am like the Netflix for coaching. That way I link it with something that they know. You could also do it like I am like a personal trainer for Y, and Y being the topic that you coach on. So can you see how powerful these pitching formulas could be for you? It's not about explaining all the elements, all the aspects of your offer. No, the main thing is to just get your ideal client interested. Now, there's a very important thing I want you to pay attention to. Anytime you can mean something more tangible, more visceral, more vivid, more specific, the better. So you could say, I help you lose weight, or you could say, I'm going to help you get to 10% body fat percentage. First one is general. The second one is very specific. And that is basically what you're doing in any sales conversation. You are continuing conversations that you are having in their mind. You are painting pictures. So anytime you can make it more specific and vivid that you can imagine it, the more it will resonate. Just imagine how much more powerful your pitch would be if people would already see in their mind how it would be useful for them. And if you want to learn how to build up a magnetic brand and create that perfect pitch, you can also check out more about my Client Closer Academy in the description and comments down below. So what I want you to do next is write down these pitching formulas and then brainstorm and find the one that works for you. Your pitch is like your handshake to the world. It's your introduction. You never get a second chance to make a first impression, so you want to make sure you make it count. Now you know how to stand out, be noticed, and present yourself in a compelling way. However, you also want to make sure that you talk to your ideal client. So if you want to know how to choose your niche as an online coach, you might want to check out this video or check the link in the description. See you in the next video.